And the 2023-24 Columbus Catholic Dons are etched in history as Division V state champions.
Here with Columbus Catholic boys head basketball coach Joe Konechny. Coach, I want to talk about timeline a little bit, but first, something that you and I have done a couple of times. Just start us off with telling us how many years you've been coaching basketball here, and then what keeps you coming back every year.
Well, it's year 21 at Columbus, and what keeps me coming back is a belief in the school and the relationships I have with players. You know, right now it's Christmas break, and a number of alumni have come back to see family and to get to talk to 25 or 30 of them over Christmas and to share memories and stories and to really get an understanding or kind of have it reiterated to me that their time here meant a lot to them, and that we've developed some lifelong friendships is really special to me. And it's really why you do it. You know, I was always taught as a young person, you want to chase the things that money can't buy. And I think coaching basketball has given me a lot of those things, and it's why I do it for sure.
A couple of years ago, you said you coached for the money. You've changed your stance on that.
that was a joke, Jason.
Yes, it was.
You know, you don't get rich doing this, but you do get rich with memories and relationships and things that you just can never, ever replace. So I'm very grateful.
It was a good joke. We put it as an outtake in
Yes,
that interview that particular year. It was fun, though, and you're a fun guy to be around. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, and that's part of why we talk. You know, let people know you that are outside of the program watching this, just to get to know you a little bit. The last time you and I talked about a coaching milestone, you told me, you know, the players are really what makes that happen. You recorded your 400th win in school history just a couple of days ago. So tell us again how the players made that happen for you.
Well, they worked very hard. They're very talented. You know, I learned early in my career that coaching is a little bit overrated. You have to have young men willing to put some time in, and we've had a lot of those over my 21 years. So to win that many games at one school, I do believe that it has more to do with them than with me. You know, I'm always willing to open the gym, always willing to go to another summer tournament. I'm willing to run another camp, but all those kids showed up all those years, and for me that number represents memories, not necessarily wins. I don't think you start out coaching, I'm looking for anything from a statistical standpoint or a numerical standpoint. You're just doing it because you love it and it's fun, and those young men have given me a lot, and I'm very appreciative of that.
400 wins, 21 years, a state championship, a state runner-up, multiple sectionals, conference championships, regional championships, all that kind of thing. Now let's go back to the 4 years here as a student athlete. We've got the championship trophy right back here. Just what were some of those memories? And you know, when you're coaching on this floor, and we'll get to your kids here in a minute, but you're coaching on the same floor that you got to play on. How special is that?
It's very special, and when I look back at being a student athlete here, again, it's about friendships. We had some really talented athletes in our school at that time. I was the beneficiary of that. I've never told anybody that, you know, I won a state championship. I had a lot to do with Jason Linsmeyer and Richie Soibert and Mark Mino and J.R. Banks and Mike Weister and guys more talented and more athletic than me. But what we did have was a camaraderie and a friendship. You know, those guys come back for the golf outing every year. They'll send a text after a game, and they're lifelong friends. And it's really what I want our players here to have is 30 years after you spent some time in a locker room, you look back and say, oh, I got some people that would do anything for me the rest of my life. And that's what high school sports is about, and I think that's what Columbus does a really good job of giving to young people.
You mentioned Richie Soibert, not only a state champion while he was in high school in multiple sports, but a two-time Super Bowl champion at the same time. What was it like growing up with Richie? Old number 69.
He was a fun guy. To this day, we text or talk regularly, and he hasn't changed. And that's what the message to our student athletes here now is he has a Super Bowl ring and played 10 years in the NFL, but he never changed as a person. And the second you need something or need anything, he's the first guy to text or reach out or check on you, and he is the same person he was at 17 or 18 years old. I think his parents and family had a lot to do with that, which is kind of how we've been blessed here at Columbus too with some great families. But I don't want these young men to ever change. You know, stay humble no matter what you do, good or bad. This too shall pass, and hopefully you've had some things instilled in you from a character standpoint and from a perseverance standpoint that whatever you do, you're going to be okay in life, and that's what we want for everybody.
Over the years, Mr. Seubert will message me from time to time, usually after a basketball win, so we know he's watching you and your team play. I'm sure you already knew that. Richie went to Rich when he went to college. Joey went to Joe. Why and when?
Probably when I moved back to Marshfield. That's something that started when I was 5 or 6 years old. Everybody called me Joey. And then I went to Milwaukee for school and moved back when I was about 23 or 24, and it became Joe, a little bit more professional, a little bit more adult-like. But once in a while, somebody that knew me when I was a young person will say Joey, and get some reaction, and either one is fine with me. A lot of memories with both names for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But there's a graduation of sorts with that. And yeah, every now and then you and I, after a basketball game, I'll hear somebody say, "Hey, Joey," and we look, and it's somebody maybe a little bit older than us, and somebody.
Yeah, usually somebody that knew me when I was a young child. So.
So speaking of young children and young kids, we'll transition now to you as a coach, as a dad. We've got the trophies behind us. State champion with Emmett as a senior, and with Mac as a sophomore. Just reflect on that time and how unique and that was, a dad, a coach, a mentor, a state champion with 2 sons.
Pretty crazy to think about. I never dreamt of it. I think I've said that before, but you don't think it's ever going to happen. That season in particular, our family had a car accident early in the season. Emmett missed 9 games, and perspective changed a lot. I don't know that we win that championship had that car accident not happened. I tell our players a lot, for 18 seasons, my number 1 goal was to try to win a state championship. That was the focus, and if you didn't do it, you felt a little bit like a failure. But then you're driving to Neenah with your son in a helicopter and your wife in an ambulance, and it no longer matters how many games you've won or winning a trophy. And I think once the focus became on just being appreciative of the opportunity to compete with each other, it took pressure off. It changed a lot of things. And once we started to focus on the right things, the championship came. So we're going to try to do a better job of that going forward. And it was a memory I'll never forget, something we'll talk about for the rest of our lives. But hopefully that's 10, 15 years from now and when I'm done coaching. But I just still can't believe it happened, to be honest with you.
And pretty rare, you as a student athlete, state champion in basketball, and then some years later, you're a state champion with the 2 boys. I don't know, there are probably others in the state of Wisconsin that have claimed that, but you're in some pretty rare air with that.
I'm just blessed. I again give the credit to others, and I'm very, very blessed that I've gotten to experience those things.
Out the door, last heavy one here, Coach, and we'll talk about this year's team. Out the door in the entryway is a plaque in remembrance of Walt Kroll. An outstanding figure here, a greater man than he was a coach. I got to know Coach when I was a kid. I don't think there's any stretch, though, to say that at some point there would be a plaque next to Coach Kroll's that says Joe Konechny. When and if that happens, how does you had a facial reaction? Right? What does that mean to you?
I'm not comfortable being compared to him. He to me, maybe it's because of knowing him when I was young and the time period he had an influence on me. I don't think anybody deserves to be compared to that man. And he was here 31 years. I watched what he did for our school system and for those people he coached, and not just the ones he coached, but the ones he influenced during the school day. And if I could have 1/10 the impact on people that he did, I would consider my life a pretty huge success. He passed away my junior year of high school, so I was able to observe him for 2 or 2.5 years as a student, a little bit more than that as a middle schooler. But to think of what he did for this place, I think we have a real responsibility, those that followed him, to continue the legacy that he created. And if when I'm done here we can look back and say we built on what he did, and maybe he'd be proud of it, it's kind of the goal. And I'm hoping that he's looking down saying I'm proud of that school, and thanks for carrying on some of the things I did.
Talk about a program as we move into the 2025-2026 season. There are a lot of schools that participate in high school boys basketball in the state of Wisconsin and across the country for that matter. that don't have a program. They'll have a dad or a staff member or a volunteer, and they'll come in as coach, and a year or two later somebody else, and it's just this constant revolving door, and the school or community may wonder why we don't have success like maybe Columbus Catholic or somebody else does. And the reason is you've built a program here. So let's just, for the folks at home, when do you first get to become, at what age, a dribbling Don? When does that start?
I think right now it's 4K. For a long time it was kindergarten, so those 3 grades, I think 4K, K, and first grade, second grade come in at 9 o'clock every Saturday. They do ball handling and some layups, and we shoot on lower rims for a while, play some one-on-one, and just really try to teach them that basketball is fun. And then 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, we start going to tournaments, and the middle school plays a conference schedule, and it's kind of set up like a curriculum would be educationally. You know, there's certain things you want to teach young people in 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and we've tried to do that with basketball, where at certain ages you want to develop certain skills, and then in high school, if we've done a really good job at the lower grades, we don't have to spend so much time on skill development. We can get into some higher level things, but you know, I think you want your best teachers in the lower grades. Somebody told me that once. Because those are kind of the foundational years of everything. So we've tried to do that with our basketball program as well, where we make sure those people in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade get some of our best coaches, just so the foundation is very strong. And it's worked out, but having the same high school staff or coaches for 20 or 21 years, young people know what to expect. I think there's less change, and it's been a good thing for our school for sure.
Yeah, imagine that. At a place of learning, we're also learning this other skill, and why my estimation, why you and your program have had the success that you've had is 21 years of you, and then kids learning the fundamentals from now as early as 4 or 5 years old. So dribbling Dons move on through the system, and eventually they become varsity basketball players. So let's talk about the varsity basketball players on this year's team. We don't have to go through all 14 or 15 of them, but just you saw them as dribbling Dons, and now you see them as varsity basketball players. Just tell us about the group that you have now.
Well, I think it says a lot about them to start at kindergarten, 1st grade, and to be here as seniors, finishing it together. I'm really, really proud of those boys and their families for them to give me the time they have with their children in the off season, during the season. Now as a parent with young people moving on to college, what you really realize is that the most valuable thing you have is time with your children. And there's been a lot of parents at Columbus over 20 years that gave me their most valuable thing is time with their kids. And for them to sacrifice the way they have and to see that there's something valuable in what we're doing with them in our basketball program, I'm very grateful for that. But anytime a senior graduates, we hang a poster, we give them their jersey, which they can have framed and take home. But I want them to know that that took a commitment from them and their families, and it's something they should be very, very proud of.
You started the year in the Bound Wisconsin Zaleski Sports poll as #1. You continue to be the #1 ranked team. I know you'll give me some coach answer that you don't care about that. Instead, tell me, what are the expectations you have for this year's team?
I know it sounds like coach speak, but we want to get better today at practice. And I just think if you start to look ahead, to day 7 or day 10 or to the playoffs or even 4 or 5 games ahead, it's really going to cost you. And every coach that's done it for any amount of time will tell you that if you start to look ahead, it could really be detrimental today. So I think we have the capability to do some special things, to compete for a conference championship, to make a run in the playoffs. But I don't want to think about that today when we need to focus on laying the one brick that is going to be the foundation of tomorrow. So I want these young guys to know that at the end of this, I did everything I could for the person next to me. And I can be at peace with it because my effort was pure and it was unselfish.
Undefeated so far. You've got some conference wins mixed in there. At the end of January, if you allow me to fast forward to there, how will the people that are watching your program from near and afar, how will they know that things are going according to Coach Konechny's plan this year?
I think we're playing hard and we're playing really good defense. Offense is kind of fool's gold. Sometimes shots go in and sometimes they don't, but if we can play consistent on the defensive end and make sure that that's always there, that'll tell you it's going well. If our defensive effort doesn't sustain and we start to give up larger scores or easy baskets, then things are not going well. And it's something we work on very hard, and hopefully it's something that continues because it's been really good the first 5 games.
And lastly, you've got a few months left with son Mac on this year's team. He's going to go on to a baseball season and a collegiate career. But what are some of those things, those bondings yet that are going to happen, and things that maybe you're just looking forward to having these last months with Mac?
Oh, it's a special thing. You know, I think I started this right about the time Emmett was born. I think he was born my first season here. And, you know, in year 15, Emmett came, and it was like, oh, wow, the next 6 years are going to be crazy, because it is a different dynamic. But now to be in year 6 of having your sons on the team, and it's about to be over, something I'm very, very grateful for. I'm probably more grateful to their mother for all the sacrifices she's made for the 3 of us to have all these memories. And she's been a huge part of it too. You know, she keeps book for the games, and she's had to sacrifice a lot so the 3 of us could do this. And I'm very, very appreciative, and just trying to soak up every day that I get to have him, not only as a player but as a son, because when he moves in August and they're both gone, it's going to be a hard thing.
Is Konechny ties his career high from distance as the Dons take a timeout, and we'll do the same.
We move to Matt Konechny, senior, Columbus Catholic Dons basketball player right now, football player in the fall, baseball season coming up, but we're going to talk basketball right now. You've been in this gym a long time. You may not remember, but I certainly remember a number of years ago, you and probably your brother run around jacking up threes here in this gym. Just what does it feel like now as a senior, being in a place that you've been your whole life?
You know, it's pretty cool, you know, watching, like, as a young kid, all the people we look up to, like Tyler Furlinger, Hunter Schultz, all those guys coming in here, and like us before games just shooting, and now being the ones that people look up to. It's really cool to see.
Tyler Furlinger got every rebound that came his way. Tell me about your rebounding prowess.
Yeah, so I'm not much of a rebounder, you know, kind of short. So I kind of stay out toward the three-point line and get the long ones that.
Here, I got it. And good morning, everybody, and welcome to Concordia University, Mequon, Wisconsin, the site of the 2025 Rick Majerus Wisconsin Basketball Yearbook Shootout. My name's Jason Zaleski. Welcome. Some of you may have just seen me say that but didn't hear me. We got it all cooking now. Let's head to the court as we get ready for Columbus Catholic and Living Word Lutheran basketball game here today. Number 1 ranked Columbus Catholic in Division 5, Living Word Lutheran. We'll tell you a little bit about the Timberwolves as this one goes on. The pregame coverage brought to you today by Hiller's True Value, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. On the job or in the woods, be ready to fight the winter elements. Check out Hiller's large selection of heated gear to keep you warm wherever you go this winter. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. Let's start with the Living Word Lutheran Timberwolves as we start today's coverage here and tell you about the 2-4 Timberwolves, coached by Jake Holton. And 2-4, I want to start there. And 2-4, they're a Division 4 team. But 2-4, maybe they're not very good. Wrong. That's a very good basketball team out there. They had played a loss to Dominican yesterday. Final score 88-61. Some people say, all right, Zaleski, you're nuts because they lost by 27. They were with the number 7 ranked Knights yesterday all through that first half. And if Columbus Catholic wants to come out here and just roll the ball out and play basketball and think they're going to win, they will lose this game if that's their mentality, because the Timberwolves are a good basketball team. Maybe a rough start, especially on the schedule. Lost to Shoreland Lutheran, lost to Watertown Luther, lost to ranked Racine St. Catherine's team, lost again Saturday to a ranked Dominican team. It's a good team, a team not to be taken lightly. Again, they come in at 2-4. But the team probably more indicative of a 4-2 team, at least on the basketball floor here this morning. I'll tell you about the Columbus Catholic Dons. First, though, we're going to take a break. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
They left me home the holiday season, but the sales are huge. I can only imagine those creeps will be around.
There it is, Marv. Mittens Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses. That's the crown jewel.
Mitten's holiday savings must be protected. No chickening out now, Kevin.
Wow! GE Cafe, what a fridge, Harry. I'm really liking the stressless recliner, Marv.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals!
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're gonna get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Cobuson Bus is hiring, it's drivers that they need. Cobuson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
Cobuson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at cobuson.com.
Cobuson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
Back here to Concordia University, home of the Falcons. Today, the home team, the Living Word Lutheran Timberwolves, going to take on the #1 ranked in Division 5, Columbus Catholic Dons. Game coverage here today brought to you by Frayne Auto Body, ShedsDelivered.com, House of Heating, Taqueria Monarca, and Total Electric. Let's take a look at the Dons. They do start 5-0 on the season. They beat Nakusa, beat Neilsville, beat Greenwood Granton, beat Gilman. Those teams not likely to make much, if any, noise in the playoffs at all. They did have an overtime win against Assumption. Assumption also a Division 5 team. They may make a little more noise than Nakusa, Neilsville, Greenwood Granton, or Gilman. So they're 5-0. They're ranked #1. Some people will say, well, has the schedule been a little easy? Well, we're going to find out today. Against this, again, I think an undervalued 2-4 Living Word Lutheran Timberwolves team. We will rise in unison for today's national anthem. No? Too much? Okay.
And yeah, we'll start on Columbus. During the game, though, you're going to want to left side of where you're standing right now. Left side of the backboard. Yeah.
All right, national anthem behind us. We'll get some starting lineups for this boys basketball tilt here this morning. Do you have your cereal ready? You got your waffles out? Coffee? Yeah, a lot of people drink coffee out these days. I'm a cold soda beverage caffeine guy. I've already had mine. Have you had yours? That's my question for you. What else are you doing? Hit us up in the chat box. Let us know what else you're doing here this morning to get ready for a 9:15 basketball start. This is a varsity basketball game, gang. 9:15 in the morning. As we see starting lineups here coming out. And just getting them for the first time right along with you. Living Word Lutheran out of Jackson, Wisconsin. It's about 30 miles to the northeast of here, kind of between Slinger and Fond du Lac. Maybe even a little closer to Slinger than Fond du Lac, but up the road a bit, but not that far. As we switch now to Columbus Catholic Dons, moseying onto the basketball floor. But anyway, yeah, the Living Word was, I guess, a little behind here. We had some snow in the southeast part of the state, nothing like, if you're watching from central Wisconsin, nothing like that at all. But we had rain all day yesterday here. Zaleski Sports helicopter dropped us off at 3 o'clock here at Concordia. Had rained all day yesterday. We woke up to about an inch of snow here in Milwaukee, likely more north, so Living Word Lutheran and the bus ride over here, again, just 25 miles northwest of here. Just took a bus to get over here. That makes sense to me. But bus in snow and slow traffic can be a little late sometimes, a little slow. So didn't get a chance to get all that information for you. So here we go. Gavin Weisenberger, Jordan Evans, Ride Ely, Donovan Pettis, and Junior Omari. For the Timberwolves, Columbus Catholic, Matt Konechny, Cade Jansen, Ben Weiland, Jack Kolbeck, and Carter Summer. We are underway here at Concordia. Dons win the tip. They are, I was told, the visiting team on the scoreboard, although the starting lineups came last. I don't know how that works. We play along here. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Dons. And hopefully we've got officials from the northern two-thirds of the state watching this game. I'm going to point out some things to the rest of the officials in Wisconsin. That shot attempt by Ben Weiland is blocked by Donovan Pettis. Pettis swats it. There's an emphasis on a, quote, continuation in high school basketball this year. Inside feed, Gavin Weisenberger hits. Emphasis on continuation. The northern two-thirds of the state, northern half for sure, where I'm sure a lot of the audience is listening and watching today, has a really bad habit of calling fouls on the floor incessantly. And there was even an emphasis before this season started on going away from fouls on the floor and welcoming Wisconsin high school basketball into the modern era. And these are NFHS rules, but so I guess for the country. But here in Wisconsin, I know in particular, officials were telling me before the season started, yes, we've been told to put an emphasis on, letting these guys play basketball, get to the rim, and we'll call a foul and we'll put them on the free throw line. Let's get the scoring going. Let's get into modern basketball. Well, here in the southern third of the state, that message didn't need to be received because we've been playing modern basketball in the southern third of Wisconsin for the last 5, 6, 7 years, and we're waiting for the rest of the state, a.k.a. officials, to catch up to that and stop calling these fouls on the floor because they aren't. All right, speech over. Minute 20 gone by. We got a basket from Gavin Weisenberger, and there we go. We got a shooting foul. Foul's going to go on Ben Weiland. And that's going to send Ride Ely to the free throw line. We get a close-up of Ride from Matt Peck on the floor on camera number 2, as it's known here in the gym, in the production booth. Ely hits on the first. And on the second. Minute and a half gone by, 4-0 lead here for, again, what I said was an undervalued 2-4 Division IV Living Word Lutheran Timberwolves. Konechny to the rack, and just when I get done with the speech, foul on the floor. That one was, though. That foul came way out on the perimeter. I'm talking about, when the athlete has begun the drive, and really just, it's the dribble before the steps. And that should be a shooting foul. Again, the emphasis, I was told this year, considers that to be a shooting foul. Foul on Gavin Weisenberger. Those of you with your Zaleski Sports note card at home keeping track. Here's a straight-on three from Colbeck. No good. Columbus cold from the floor on a cold Monday morning. Bounce here from Travis Lofton, 40 in black. There's the cutter, Jordan Evans, and Evans is good. Nice cut around the lane. 6-0 start for the Timberwolves. And nearly stolen, scramble on the floor, and we're going to have a held ball. There were 3 bodies, and a basketball was intermixed on the arm-leg pretzel that had developed between the 3 human bodies on the floor. So safety will call the jump ball. We'd get Jack Colbeck out, and in for the first time today, Ray Becker, 5 in white. In it comes to Ely downstairs, and slipped down did Pettis. Pettis slipped on the screen, got inside, 8-0 Timberwolves, and an ill-advised pass from Carter Summer taken away. Here come the Timberwolves again, looking for more Monday morning basketball. This is just like back in 5th grade, right? Get in the gym at 9 o'clock. Here's a 3 on the way from Ely, no good. Ball bounced around, Becker bangs around for the rebound. Here comes Summer and the Duns. Carter Summer driving, and 1! Carter Summer. Beautifully done there on the run for the Duns. Summer not able to complete the 3-point play, and rebound's going to be yanked down by Pettis. There's a 3, Pettis, no. Ran after the shot. He knew that was off the mark right away as Devlin Timler in the game grabs a rebound. So last time down, Dons found success in the transition. Timler almost got that one poked away by Weisenberger. And that bounce pass going to go out of bounds. Weiland wanted Konechny to go left. Konechny was already on his way to the corner to the right, and turnover Dons. A couple of new T-Wolves coming in. Living Word Lutheran fans, can I call them T-Wolves? Ben Jones, one of the newbies. 2 in black. And what do we have here? Josh Lychak, 12 in black. In for the first time today. 14-14 to play here in the first half. Nice ball control there by Jordan Evans. This double came, he pivoted out of it. Again, youngsters out there watching, you don't have to hurry when that double comes. Just take your time, be measured. Floater, no, for Ben Jones. Offensive rebound for Weisenberger. Yeah, you feel pressure, just take a breath and you can pivot. Call for help. You don't need to, a lot of times kids they're just trying to make a quick pass out of it, end up throwing it away or throwing it out of bounds. Long 3 here, short, off the hand of Ben Weiland. T-Wolves another rebound. They lead 10-2, and here is Evans, and he lost control. A little bit out of control. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. Dons called the timeout. They will regroup. They trail by 8. 13:27 left in the first. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield, and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Living word out of the Midwest Classic Conference in Wisconsin, again, Division 4. Out of Jackson, Wisconsin, again, about 30 miles. I'm not a great... map maker. What's a map maker called? A cardio? No, I don't know what it is. It's too early. I used to know that word. Cartographer? I think that's a map maker. It's about 30 miles northwest of here. Here's Weiland, open on the wing. No. The rebound pulled down by Ely. And Columbus continues to be ice cold from the floor. Carter Summer had that fast break layup. That's been it. Timberwolves in charge, 5 minutes in. Weisenberger, and we had a guy opened under the basket. I think that was Ely down there. The whole Living Word bench jumped up, but couldn't get the word out to the guys on the floor. Here's a drive and offensive foul, player control foul on Jordan Evans.
Offensive foul, 20, Jordan Evans, his first foul, 3-4.
Evans aggressive to the basket. Coach Jake Holton explaining to the officials why that should have been a defensive foul. He's allowed that explanation. Made it in a respectful way. Here goes Summer. Summer on the drive. Yes. Carter Summer's got all 4 Don's points. T-Wolves lead 10-4. Good buddy. Ely now wing for Jones. Jones coming in, averaging 4 points off the bench for Coach Jake Holton. Here's a 3 on the way from Ely, that off the mark. Ely coming in, averaging 11 points per game. He's got 2 free throws. Here's Weiland in the corner. Now Konechny. Konechny, deep 3, way off the mark. Big outlet there. Konechny will steal that one. Back come the Dons. Don't have numbers, though. Konechny, corner for Becker, gets it back. Now back to Becker in the corner. Looked at a shot. Now kick out. Weiland, 22-footer off back iron, no good. Becker chases down the loose change. Good ball movement from Columbus Catholic. Konechny, kick out. Summer, 3. Yep, he's got all 7. Dons pulled within 3. Again, number 1 team in Division 5, the Columbus Catholic Dons. 10-2 start for the T-Wolves. Dons have fought back. Here's a 3 from Jones. No. Offensive rebound goes to Ely. Here's Weisenberger on the take. Shot it with the wrong hand. Still goes in. Left-handed layup, shot with the right hand. Hey, just put the ball in the bucket, right? Probably doesn't matter. Weiland picks up his dribble. Now Becker with it. In the corner now, Konechny looked at a cutting Summer. Now Summer outside, 3 on the way, is short. And rebound pulled down by Evans. Here come the T-Wolves. They lead by 5, 10:40 left in the first. Game's got a good pace to it. Again, T-Wolves came out on the warm-up clock about 4 minutes into it, because I believe they were here late. Some told me that they were in the building at 8:30. I disagreed with that. And we're going to get a foul and 1. Gavin Weisenberger there. Rewind that, Central Wisconsin and Northern half Wisconsin officials. Rewind that play. That's exactly how it has been told to be called. Modern basketball.
Calls on Weiland, his second, team second.
So Weisenberger looking for the and 1. He's got 8, and we'll get a trio of T-Wolves coming in. Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each session, just $29. Memberships, packages available. Book your wellness session today at bewell-studio.com. 9 points for Weisenberger. Again, those of you that got up early enough to listen to my pregame speech, I told you all, Living Word Lutheran, an undervalued 2-4 team. They were step for step with the 7-ranked in Division IV Dominican Knights yesterday around this time. It's a good basketball team, 2-4, not indicative of the quality team. And we get a foul. On as Konechny was in a shooting motion. So foul's going to go on Lychek. Team foul number 5, first for Lychek. 3 free throws for Konechny, and he has still not found his stroke yet here this morning. But where you find it is from the free throw line, and then shooters usually get hot after they see that first one go down, but you need that first free throw to go down. There it is. So you kind of reset your 12-foot muscle memory from the free throw line, and then everything's just butter from there. Usually that's how the sharpshooters end up having things happen. So Konechny in the scorebook and on the scoreboard for the first time today, and makes the final 2. From the Serve Pro free throw line, call Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. And if you've got maybe some flooding or some frozen pipes, God forbid, but you've maybe have that happen or know somebody, give Serve Pro a call. They will help you out because they help you watch free basketball. Offensive foul is called on Donovan Pettis. It's the 3rd offensive foul in the first 8 minutes called on Living Word.
Foul on Pettis' first team 6.
6'7" Summer brings it up for the Dons. Goalie during the fall on the boys soccer team. Doesn't give up many goals too. I mean, you're filling up most of the net at 6'7", wingspan somewhere around 7 feet. It's tough to find a way to get that ball in the back of the net on the soccer pitch. Here's Becker in the lane, kick out, 3. Kolbeck, good. Jack Kolbeck hits from outside. That's, if you're new to Columbus Catholic Dons basketball, that's the specialty. Pass, ball movement, get inside, kick it out, 3. 3-point game. First quarter has come and gone here in Mequon. Good ball fake there from Oliver. It couldn't finish. Jackson Oliver on the take. Back come the Dons. Ball somehow doesn't go out of bounds on that pass on the baseline from Konechny. He gets it back in the corner. Ball fake. No concern for Donovan Pettis. He stuck right with him. Summer got that poked away from behind. That steal made possible by Marcus Griffin. 23. Griffin with the ball now. Griffin turns inside. Pettis. Pettis got it blocked from behind by Summer. Back come the Dons. Becker beats the double team. Somebody's got to be open. Here goes Carter Summer to the rack. Overshot it. Drew some contact. Again, we play modern basketball here at Concordia, and we'll get a timeout on the floor. Living Word will take the timeout, and we will too. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
All right, back here at Concordia, here's the crowd. 9:30 in the morning. People still tired, but they're watching basketball. Living Word out of their first timeout, and up, and Gavin Weisenberger draws the foul. 2 more free throws coming for Weisenberger. Foul's going to go on Cade Jansen. That'll be his first, team third. Weisenberger shot and made one free throw here in the first half. Free throws 2 and 3 coming. And bangs down the first one. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. Dons have trailed by as many as 8 up until that free throw from Weisenberger. They had cut the lead to 3, or the deficit. Living Word has led from the start. 11 points for Weisenberger. He is in double digits. He averages 10 points a game, already over his season average through 1 quarter and 2 minutes of play here. So, yeah, Weisenberger having a nice first half. Summer stops on the low block. Kick out Elijah Wolf in the game. He'll launch a 3, out off the mark. Becker offensive rebound and got it swiped away by Pettis. Pettis was hoping that ball would have went off of Becker. He attempted to convince the official it did. Dons keep the ball. And Jason Zaleski here, joined by, what do we have here? Matt Peck on the floor, camera 2, game camera. Elijah Vang Salata, direction and production, Trevor Zaleski. Welcome, everybody, to Breakfast Basketball here in southeastern Wisconsin. Again, Living Word can't believe that they weren't given possession of that ball either. In it comes to Konechny. As we see Caleb Hilgeman on the floor. This is his first game of the year. He had a football injury that he's been sorting out. And Hilgeman, 22 in white, stands on the low block this side right now. So good to see him on the basketball floor. Gets the ball in now. Here goes Hilgeman to work underneath. He is surrounded by Timberwolves and couldn't get the bunny to go in. He had 3 guys around him. T-Wolves with the ball, up by 5, and twisting, twirling, and Evans couldn't find the rim. Here comes Summer, left-handed dribble, gives off to Konechny, hounded by Pettis, and Pettis going to pick up his second foul here in the first half. Team foul, it's going to be team foul number 7, so we are in the bonus. So Konechny will step to the Serve Pro free throw line, call Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. And Konechny will earn the bonus free throw. Those of you that were watching way back at 8:40 saw the interview with myself and Columbus Catholic boys basketball coach Joe Konechny. Mac also on that interview. Those that want to watch that in its entirety, that is found right on this YouTube channel or on any of your favorite Facebook channels, but that it's a 26-minute interview, so settle in, get yourself a drink and a cozy blanket. And here, Joe Konechny really, pulled the curtain back on himself, on his basketball team, on his family, wife Jen, sons Emmett and Mac.
Jump ball stays.
Jump ball, possession arrow stays on Living Word side. So it's 26 really good minutes, and I'm not tooting my own horn. That has been the consensus. Many people have said 26 really good minutes. I just had fun doing it. But these guys Joe and I have known each other for well over a decade, probably 20 years now. And it's the most complete interview that and talk I've ever had with Joe Konechny. How's that for a recap? And many thousands and thousands have already enjoyed watching it, according to viewership totals, and you should too. So again, it's on this YouTube channel. Watch it later. Foul's going to come on Summer. Yep, Carter Summer is going to pick up his first, team 4th. And boy, the inbound came to Ely. Almost lost it. Here's Jones. Now back out to Evans. Evans. He likes to get to the rim. Hasn't been able to get there yet, but on the rebound, we're going to get another foul on Summer. That's going to be his That's going to be his second foul in the last 11 seconds, maybe even less than that. So 2 quick ones on Carter Summer. Don's now 5 team fouls. Inbound for Weisenberger. Into Evans. Evans got that ball redirected by Summer, or just the challenge didn't allow that ball to go in. So nice job there by Summer, staying strong defensively with the 2 fouls. Konechny, and he's pushed by Lofton. So fouls aplenty here now in the final, or in these last minute and a half, and as we stare down the barrel of the final 5.5 of the first half. Konechny, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. This is a 1-and-1. Team foul number 8 on the Wolves. Pettis goes out. That was his second. And from the Serve Pro free throw line, Matt Konechny hits. Call Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. All 6 points. I fall 5 points for Konechny from the free throw line here this morning, and back to a 2-point game. So it was 2-0. Dons trailed by 2. It was 15-12. They trailed by 3. Now 17-15. They trailed by 2 again. But I don't like considering that first bucket to be some sort of a mile marker on, the last time a team trailed by 2 was, 8 seconds into the game. That doesn't really mean a whole lot. 2-point game, 5:20 to play, and stolen away. Here goes Gavin Weisenberger, loaded up and missed on the jam. The rebound, the putback is good for Eli. Ride Eli there for the follow, and again, youngsters paying attention there. On that fast break, run down with your team. You might be able to collect some loose change and put it in. That one for Timler. No, that was Weiland, rattled in and out. Here come the T-Wolves. Saved in by Lychek. Lychek will step on the out-of-bounds line and turn it over. Ready? Weiland to inbound. Only one guy back here for the Dons. It was Summer. He's 6'7", so maybe you just need one. Dribble it down. Here's Timler. 3 is short. Rebound Weisenberger. Pulled it away from Wolf. Here's Evans. Konechny in tow. Weisenberger. Now Jones. Back up top it comes now to Lychek. Wolves circle it around. 3, splash for Eli. Right, Eli's got 7. Lead back to 7 for the T-Wolves. Here's Summer. Now Konechny, 3 on the way from Mack. That is off the mark. Timler, offensive rebound. Dons will reset. Here's Summer, wide open lane, and his jam misses. Summer on the putback, got it stripped away. No dunks for you today. Boy, oh boy, Weisenberger missed the dunk. Summer missed the dunk. Too early. It's too early to be doing this. 5-second call. Becker and the Dons couldn't pull the trigger on the inbound. Yeah, is it too early to dunk a basketball? Is there a rule? Is there a physiological or psychological rule on dunking a ball before 10 a.m.? Because it's only 9:40. Maybe there is. Been a long time since I've dunked a basketball, so I have no idea. I can't remember ever doing it at 9:40 in the morning. I was sleeping. Christmas break, 9:40. I mean, maybe we had morning practice. I don't know. I don't remember all those things, but I was probably sleeping. That's 3 off the mark, and it's going to stay with the T-Wolves. Gavin Weisenberger has been doing just about everything out on this basketball floor today. He's got 11 points, 1 over his season average, and able to make sure his T-Wolves keep possession this time down. Here's Evans. Evans directing traffic. 3:25 to play in the first half. Evans They've got that ball tipped. Now down low it comes to Oliver. Back out to Griffin. Griffin on the dribble. Cycles around to Eli. Here's Weisenberger. Weisenberger got past Becker. Got it blocked by Summer. Here comes Summer. One-on-one he goes against Griffin. Summer up and one! Carter Summer. Looking to complete the three-point play here is Summer. He's got 9. Missed his only free throw attempt of the game back minutes and minutes ago. But looking for double digits here, and Summer is in it. He's got 10. 4-point game here in Concordia. Concordia University, home of the Falcons. Connaughton Courts. Pat Connaughton Foundation. Donating some money to Concordia University. Got his name on the basketball floor 2 times. And on the bleachers a couple times. 3 there from Evans. Was that Evans? Yeah, that's just a bit too long. Here comes Summer. Bounce inside to Weiland. And 3 missed on the other end of it. Under 3 to play. 4-point game. Again, T-Wolves have led from the start. Here's Griffin now, baseline. Summer right with him. Weisenberger slipping in is Oliver. He gets double teamed there. Kick out. Summer recovery defense on Eli. Eli will shoot it anyway and miss. Rebound yanked down by Ben Weiland. Here come the Dons. 2.5 to play. Again, those of you new to Columbus Catholic Dons basketball, you can see why they're the #1 team in Division 5. A lot of skill. Here's Weiland. 3. Got it! Ben Weiland hits his first bucket of the day. 1-point game. 2:12 left in the half. Coach Konechny pacing the sideline, clapping, telling his guys to keep it up. Here's Evans. Tough shot in the lane. Offensive rebound, Eli. 3, straight on, no. That one missed by Oliver. The rebound, Becker. Here come the Dons. Chance to take the lead for the first time here tonight. Open up. Weiland, 3, got it! Splish, splash. Taking a morning bath is Ben Weiland. Back-to-back threes. Dons with their first lead today. Summer went for the steal, didn't get it. Chance here. Weisenberger, 3, can't answer. Ball tipped around in the hands of Evans. Here goes Evans, another strong take. He's fouled. And we're going to have Jordan Evans to the free throw line. His first trip to the line here in the first half, here in the game. Visit Marshfield, see the largest holiday lights display, Central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open every night, 5 to 9. Now through New Year's Eve, admission free. Bring a donation. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. You've got just a few nights left of seeing the Christmas lights over at Wildwood Park. What, the last is New Year's Eve. So what is New Year's Eve? Wednesday? Today's Monday. You got 3 nights. Giddy up. Evans hits on the first. That was the 3rd foul on Summer, by the way, so he will park it for the rest of the first half as Evans splits the pair. Becker had to reel that one in. Here comes Weiland, all alone. Layup is good. Ben Weiland, 8 points in the last minute. And stepping over the line, it's going to be a turnover for the Timberwolves as Jackson Oliver stepped over the end line. Dons get it back, lead by 3. Into Weiland, corner, 3, no. Somewhat of a heat check there for Weiland. Jordan Evans with the rebound. Evans races down the floor, Konechny with him on the baseline. Ball skipped back inside now to Weisenberger, and it's going to be a foul. Becker reached in, and that will be team foul number 7, so and 1 coming up for the T-Wolves. It's going to be Jackson Oliver averaging 3 points a game. He will, or no, sorry, that's going to be Weisenberger to the free throw line. 3 for 3 from the stripe today, all part of the 11-point outburst from Gavin Weisenberger here in the first half. Misses on the free throw. Weiland with the rebound. What hasn't he done in the last minute and a half? Here's Konechny. Konechny inside the cutting Weiland. Kick out for Becker. Ball fake. Kolbeck looked at a three and said no thanks. Here's Konechny. He's a little bit better at it out there than Kolbeck is. Dribbling. Konechny. Pull it up. Three short. Still hasn't found the way from the floor here in this game. Missed every field goal attempt he's taken has Konechny. He's 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Evans' three is wild. Kolbeck with the rebound. The first half's final 25 seconds. Coach Konechny, Joe says hold for one. One shot, please. One shot only to end the half. Dons look to go to the locker room with a lead here in the first half. Trailed by as many as 8 in the half. This looking a lot like the Dominican game yesterday for the T-Wolves. Here's a three from Kolbeck. That no good. Ball is batted, and then foul is going to be called on Weiland. I'm pretty sure. It's going to be a free throw coming up for Weisenberger. Yep, it is Weiland. That is his third, so Weiland and Summer now with 3 fouls and just a half a second left to play. So Weisenberger back to the free throw line. 1 and 1. A missed free throw here will send us to the halftime. And it's good. Weisenberger says, Zaleski, not on my watch. No thanks. There's 12 points. 4 of 5 from the line, Weisenberger, and looking for free throw make number 6. Or, 5. There we go. 5 of 6 from the free throw line is Weisenberger. And he's got 13. And that is a first half high and a 1-point game here at Concordia University. We'll be back with some first half scoring updates right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Max power, I'm about to go bigger and better. If I ever lose, set it on faster than ever. If I ever lose, set it on bigger and better. Hitting all the goals again. Bigger, bolder, faster. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
All right, back here at Concordia University, first half has concluded 29-26. Columbus Catholic with the first half lead. That looked somewhat improbable as the first half had went on, especially the game's first 13 minutes or so. But the Dons, number one team in Division 5, they battled back in that first half, end up taking the 3-point lead. And for Livingward Lutheran, give you some score updates. Some first half scoring brought to you by Schwartz's Seamless Roofing. Does your roof need attention? Call Schwartz's Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield today. They are your hail damage experts. They serve all of central Wisconsin, both residential and commercial roofing. Leading all scorers, Gavin Weisenberger. He's got 13. Ryan Eli has 7. Jordan Evans, 3 points. Donovan Pettis, a bucket. And Jackson Oliver, a free throw for 1 point in the first half. 9 of 11 are the Timberwolves from the free throw line, and one of the reasons they trailed just by 3, and a lot of the reason they led for most of that first half. 9 of 11 from the free throw stripe. For Columbus Catholic, leading the Dons in scoring, Carter Summer has 10. Ben Weiland with 8. Matt Konechny, 5 free throws in the first half for 5 points. Jack Kolbeck made 3-pointer. And those are your 4 Dons scores in the first half. Columbus Catholic 6 of 9 from the free throw line in half number 1. Take a commercial break now. We'll bring you back, tell you about other games happening on Zaleski Sports today. Right after this, you're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. Taqueria Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local Amana dealer. Call Rigel Plumbing and Heating today to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter ahead. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Heritage Auto Body has free estimates and works with your insurance. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive in Marshfield.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 28th through December 31st.
Did you know we carry chocolate that can help you stay strong and fit this holiday season?
Hey, need a lift? No, I can't give you a ride, because I can't drive yet. But I can tell you all about the new awesome lift chairs at Mall Furniture. These things are so cool.
Mall Furniture has over 40 lift chairs in stock and ready for delivery anywhere in central Wisconsin.
Let's be real. We all need a lift once in a while. So when it's your turn for a new lift chair, head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
There's the entryway to the basketball gym. Thanks, Matt, for that shot. And T-Wolves getting warmed up. Coming up next, Iola Scandinavia, Coors Lockett & Company, and the 5-1 T-Birds take on Kettle Moraine Lutheran. That one set for 10:45 live here on Zaleski Sports. It'll be me again on the call. How about that? Lakeland at DC Everest at 4:45. Manawa Owen Withee at 5:30. De Pere Milwaukee Academy of Science here at 6:15. Black River Falls, Neilsville, 6:30. Berlin and Stratford, 7:15. And we finish up here at Concordia, 7:45. West Allis Central and Wayzata, Minnesota. Second half begins right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Cobuson Bus is hiring its drivers that they Cobuson Bus is hiring. It's the perfect job for me.
Cobuson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at Cobuson.com.
Cobuson Bus is hiring. It's the perfect job for me.
Back here, Concordia Falcons call this gym home. Today, the home team, the Living Word Lutheran Timberwolves and the visiting Columbus Catholic Dons. 3-point game. Dons start the second half with a 3-point advantage. They do have a couple of players in foul trouble, though. Ben Weiland and Carter Summer each with 3 fouls. You're given 5 in Wisconsin high school basketball. And then it's Dairy Queen, a DQ after that. So they'll have to be careful. It'll be Weiland to inbound. And probably going to inbound it to Summer. So the oft-fouling Dons will get this get the second half started. There it is. 3 fouls to 3 fouls. 6 combined fouls. All right, enough of that. Dons looking to continue momentum. They really started to shine with about 5 minutes left in that first half. And they've done it without the shooting help of Matt Konechny. Has not made a field goal here in this game. Has the 5 free throws made. But that's been it. And able to carry a 3-point lead with their top scorer, averaging 23 points a game, sitting on 5 through 1 half. Here's Weiland. 3 on the way. No. Offensive rebound. Jansen not able to keep it. Weisenberger will bring it up. And I've said 3-point lead a couple times here, haven't I? I'm sorry, that was before the Weisenberger free throws that ended the half. It's a 1-point game. Nobody in the chat box corrected me. Somebody's got to hold me accountable here. 26-25 was our halftime score, not 29-26. 1-point game. That's what I've probably been saying all along. 1-point game. Yeah, Weisenberger had the 2 free throws with a half a second left to make it a 1-point game. Weiland turns the corner. Kick out. Summer. Nothing doing there. Summer will drive it in and take it. Summer's got 12. Now it's a 3-point game. I was predicting the future. Again, Iola Scandinavia, Kettle Moraine Lutheran, tip 10:45. Subject to the end of this game. Be live on this channel. This broadcast will end and we will relaunch that one. The pull up here from Evans, no, rebound yanked down by Kolbeck. Inside to Summer, off the backboard and good. The cutting Summer has 4 quick ones here to start half number 2. Outside dish, 3 on the way from Travis Lofton is good. And he's got his 3 fingers hanging below his waist belt to prove it. You know, who needs officials and scorers when you can just, on your fingers, just call out how many points you just made. We don't need the rest of the staff here. Just hold up your fingers after every bucket. Summer had that one stripped away by Evans. Jordan was on the run out, but the ball still had to be gathered up by his T-Wolves teammates. Lofton will hand off to Evans. Evans in the lane, no. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up against Kolbeck and in. Second bucket today for Evans. He's got 5. Tied up at 30. Jordan Evans, though, has been working hard this entire game. It's one of those games sometimes where you only show 5 on the scoreboard. And Jansen got his shot blocked by Eli. Here comes Evans. Evans twisting, turning, and laying it in. Hard work pays off, kids. T-Wolves lead by 2. Yeah, again, he's been the hardest worker on the basketball floor here in this game has the T-Wolves' Jordan Evans. Ball stripped away. Summer loses it. Here's Evans. Evans on the run. And, had to kick that one back out. Here's Lofton. 3 back-to-back threes for Travis Lofton. And it's a 5-point game. T-Wolves take the lead. Dons take the timeout. On Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
At Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and of course, quality flooring. So you have 3 options. Come visit us here in Marshfield. We're near Fleet Farm. 2, check out our website, ricesmorethanfloors.com. Or 3, give us a call or text at 715-384-4554. And yes, pets are allowed in Rice's when accompanied by a well-behaved human.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Back here to Concordia University. Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield, now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night. Work for the hometown team at Sternweiss & Sons. That's Sternweiss & Sons. Go to the Ren Road Ready Mix location, Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield. Travis Lofton and Jordan Evans leading the way in the second half here. They've got 10 points for the T-Wolves, and they lead by 5. 10-4 start for the T-Wolves in the second half. Carter Summers got all 4 points for the Dons in the half. So who else is going to do some scoring around here? That one nearly stolen away by Weisenberger. Konechny with it, brings it up, takes a look behind him, and throws it away. There's Pettis. Pettis on the receiving end, and he nearly threw it away. There's Jones. Jones layup short. And last off of who? The officials are going to, we're actually going to get a foul called on Living Word. So loose ball foul is going to be called on Ben Jones. First of the half for any team. Jones picks up the foul. Bounced in the corner. Here's Timler. Timler looking. Now Konechny. Konechny, ball fake on Weisenberger, and it's going to be a foul called on Gavin. It'll be his second, team second. So no real worries there for Coach Jake Holden and his T-Wolves. They lead by 5 on top of all the other reasons not to worry. In it comes to Weiland. Now Konechny, wide open, corner 3, got it, his first field goal today. And will that open the floodgates for Matt Konechny? Coming in averaging 23, he's got 8. The first field goal he's hit all game. There's Evans, 3, answers back, does Jordan Evans. He's been hot here in the half. 7 in the half, he's got 10 total. Summer probing, and we're going to get a foul. Jones, I think, is going to, or 22, they say, Eli. I'm sorry, they're actually going to call it on Pettis. All right, that's his third. And that foul I didn't see. I saw something else. Here's Summer on the take and off the bottom of the backboard. Good defense there with Pettis and his 3 fouls. And travel, they say Weiland, his pivot foot was slipping along with his jabbing, and turnover. You don't often get a slip when you jab, but every now and then. Mutual Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualwausau.com to find an agent near you. They say they're always kind of hiding around the corner, behind the bushes, standing in your driveway when you get home, in a friendly way. like welcoming you, right? They got the newspaper ready for you. I don't know. Do people even get newspapers? Never mind. They got the mail waiting for you. Evans, back-to-back threes. Got a cup of hot chocolate ready for you when you get back, and you're like, oh, hey, here's my Mutual Wausau agent. Got hot chocolate for me. Becker out of control on the baseline, saves it into Konechny. Timler hands off to Summer. Summer, left hand, good. Carter Summer's got some basketball moves, folks. He's got 16. That now a game high. Cutter underneath, gave it up to Weisenberger. It was actually Lychek. The ball kind of just bounced off his hands right to Weisenberger. He's got 15. 8-point game. Timberwolves came out a motivated crew here in the second half. And again, one last time, back to my pregame comments, undervalued the Timberwolves at 2-4. They played a really tough schedule. Lost to the 7th-ranked team in Division IV yesterday. Played with them, though, every step of the way for the first half. 2-4. It's not a 2-4 team. Here's Konechny, 3, 2 strong. And Weisenberger will shag the rebound. Bullet pass all the way down to Evans. Evans draws contact from Konechny, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Columbus Catholic 5-0 on the season. Schedule, some say, a little soft. 4 of the 5 wins, maybe even all 5 of them coming against teams that won't make a whole lot of noise, if any, in the playoffs. So you can draw your own conclusions. I just give you the facts. My facts mixed in with others' opinions. So Timler checks out. Who came back in? Colbeck? Yeah, I think that's what it was. And Evans hits on the back end. 14 now for Jordan Evans, and he will take a break. So 14 points, averaging 22 a game. He's the leading scorer for these T-Wolves. So heating up here in the second half again. I said he's been the hardest worker of anybody on the basketball floor here this morning. 11 to play here in the game. Pass didn't get through the lane. Stolen away. Weisenberger with it. Summer tried to rifle it through. Bounce inside. Quick turn from Eli. No. Batted out. Here's Jones on the baseline. He'll unleash from there. First points tonight for Ben Jones. This morning. Whatever dang time it is. 10:10 in the morning. Gosh. Who decided this was a good idea to be up this early? Wasn't me. I was just told to be here. Becker took a look at it. Now Konechny. Floater. Lane is good. 5 in the second half. Konechny's got 10. Well off, though, his season pace of 23. Just the second made field goal today for Konechny. Here's a 3 that's wildly off the backboard. And Summer playing 1-on-4 basketball out there. Weiland's going to slow it down. Quick hands there, batted out by Lychek. Things get a little squirrely on the basketball floor now. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Woodfield Inn and Suites, Brown's Bar, Rem's Funeral Home, and G&D Wood Products. Got a pretty big audience out there watching on a morning. You got your, I don't know, do you eat French toast or a waffle, a banana? Banana's kind of a morning deal, cereal? I don't know. Put it in the chat box what you had for breakfast. Becker off back iron, no. Evans with the rebound. Here comes Evans. Works on Konechny in the lane. Turns, spins, layup. Jordan Evans putting on a show here in the second half. He's got 13 in the second half, 16 on the game. 3 there from Weiland off the mark. Here's Evans. Evans on the run out. Summer slight challenge. Evans. Another layup for Jordan Evans. 13-point game. Timberwolves have cranked it all the way up. Summer slips. Timeout call. Dons will call it. Timberwolves in charge. They lead by 13. 3 quarters in on Zaleski Sports. Presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
They left me home the holiday season, but the sales are huge. I can only imagine those creeps will be around.
There it is, Marv. Mittens Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses. That's the crown jewel.
Mitten's holiday savings must be protected. No chickening out now, Kevin.
Wow! GE Cafe, what a fridge, Harry. I'm really liking the stressless recliner, Marv.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals!
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're gonna get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Back to Concordia, we see the backside of Ray Becker looking inbound after the Dons timeout. Third timeout taken for Columbus Catholic here in the first half. Trying to figure out how do we have a 1-point lead at halftime and now a quarter in, end of the third quarter, we're down by 13. Why did that happen and how do we fix it? Foul there, quick foul on Josh Lychak. Kind of got himself out of position, end up trying to make up for a mistake by lunging at Konechny. It almost always ends in a foul. Fourth team foul on the Timberwolves. That's one way for the Dons. See if they can collect a few more fouls, get to the free throw line. Summer in the corner. And the fourth quarter begins now on Zaleski Sports. Again, NFHS rules play 4 quarters. Minnesota teams play at Wayzata. We're going to have Wayzata, West Suburbs, Minneapolis, come here later today. They play 4 quarters just about everywhere else, according to NFH rules, including in Minnesota. So Wayzata gets a look, I guess, at a college kind of a format with 2 halves. Konechny, that was a shallow, angled three-point shot. Rebound for Weiland. Konechny again can't find the way. One made three-point shot in this entire game, and then Evans is tripped by Konechny. So Mack picks up just his first foul, team foul number 2. Let's see here. King Bagel didn't have a bagel for breakfast. Instead, a banana and almond honey bar. Up since 4 a.m. King Bagel's you got to eat a bagel. That doesn't make any sense. You're King Bagel, but you don't have a bagel for breakfast? How do you work that out? Thanks for joining, by the way. Eli with the baseline jumper. So King Bagel. All right. Friends with Queen Muffin. 15-point lead for the Timberwolves. And we get a foul, so Lofton picks up his 4th, so that's somewhat bad news for Coach Jake Holton. And they got a guy with 4 fouls, and well, no, now they say just the 3rd. Okay. Well, team foul number 5 though, so again, back to a comeback strategy, down by 15. I mean, this is a tall hill to climb for the Dons, even if they get to the free throw line, but that's got to be part of the recipe. You got to get to the free throw line, score with the clock stopped, and make 3-pointers. Some are way too strong, and Pettis comes away with it. So, yeah, the strategies for a 15-point comeback are tough to come by in high school basketball, especially in Wisconsin with no shot clock and Minnesota with a shot clock. So that'll be different for Wayzata tonight also. So shot clock gives you some other opportunities. It gives you an opportunity for just better basketball just to begin with. But it gives an opportunity for a trailing team to figure out some ways. Wolf got underneath, got it swatted by Eli. Here comes Weisenberger, lay it in that time. 4th point and a half for Weisenberger. He's got 17. And Carter Summers going to head to the free throw line. Hotline ringing here. The red phone's ringing. And River Falls celebrity Jeff Johnson coming in. Minnesota does play halves. I'm sorry, Jeff. I thought they played quarters. Indiana plays quarters. Illinois plays quarters. But, okay, so Minnesota plays halves with the shot clock, though. So there'll be some – Wayzata will need to make some arrangements. And they play West Dallas Central. Wayzata is a nationally ranked team. Now, West Dallas Central, no slouch either here in Wisconsin. That's going to be a good one. Okay, so there's the update. River Falls playing Superior today. And of course, Jeff says I was right on Living Word. I do some prep. I do some studying. I know some things. Yeah, undervalued team. It's a 2-4 team that's really playing like a. You think to the end of the season, probably an 18, 19-win team. Offensive foul on Evans. He's had a couple. It's been the only blemish for Evans. And back to Lofton, by the way, they did change it to 4. So Travis Lofton with 4 fouls for the T-Wolves. And he did go to the bench after they corrected that. And we're going to get an injury time. No, just a timeout in general. Columbus Catholic takes the timeout on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Back here at Concordia, coming out of the Columbus Catholic timeout, trail by 16. So, decision desk is going to say T-Wolves going to move their record to 3-4. Let's see if the Dons can prove that wrong. If that's what we're trending like. But I think the decision desk is in. Don's going to suffer their first loss of the season here. We'll see how, though, up against that. So here's kind of the storyline for the final 6 minutes. All right, you're going to take your first loss of the season. How do you respond here in these 6 minutes? What do you do now to get yourself ready for tomorrow? Another big test tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And I guess we could maybe start talking about that just a little bit because Iola Scandinavia plays next. They play Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and then Columbus Catholic plays Iola Scandinavia. They're a ranked team in Division 4. So Dons fans, make sure you watch Iola Scandinavia. Tip is not going to be on time, but it's scheduled for 10:45. But make sure you watch that game next, and we'll see how the Dons operate here the next 6 minutes, and if they do enough positive things to lead into that game against Iola Scandinavia tomorrow. That's kind of what these next 6 minutes are about. Are we going to be able to do enough here to get ourselves right and be ready for tomorrow? That's kind of what we're looking at here as Pettis hits the front end. Offensive rebound, though, for Ben Jones. 3 on the way is good for Ryan Eli. He's got 12. So there you go. There's your what to look forward to for the final 5:41 of this one. And for Konechny hits a 3. For the T-Wolves, again, let's get the win. We lost on Saturday. All right, we're going to get the win today. And then we get to move on to our season. And then we're going to really get things rolling after picking up a win against the number 1 team in Division 5. And we're going to translate that into Midwest Classic Conference play. We're going to go compete for a conference championship and get ready for the playoffs. So that's the back-to-back 3s for Konechny. That's a very quick 2-month synopsis for Coach Jake Holton and his T-Wolves. So that's about what it's going to be as T-Wolves able to run and gun here now. Getting the Dons out of their defensive shape. Even in a transition, really. Even after a made bucket, Dons in transition getting lost. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Another bucket there for Weisenberger. 21 now for Weisenberger. 17 for Evans. Two leaders for the T-Wolves here today. There goes Summer to work. Summer made a little bit of space. Layup is good. So Summer continues to work out a pretty good game for himself. 10 points in this half. He's got 21. Season average 8. Pretty good. So positive there for the Dons. And they just Coach Konechny and Coach Scott Scheuer on the bench. Who else do we have there? Jared Mandel sitting down there. Others. Looking in the locker room for some positive things to say, too. There's a couple. Weiland in the corner. Will pull up. That long. Yeah, shooting percentage, even though the Dons held that 1 point lead at half, has been probably a season low for the Dons today. Weisenberger, he's fouled by Weiland, and that'll be Ben's 4th foul. Culligan Water specializes in your water softener, drinking water, water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure with healthy and unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Culligan Water, a big-time sponsor of what we do here at Zaleski Sports. We use Culligan Water at the mothership in Stevens Point. Offensive rebound. Here's Evans. And one. Jordan Evans. Boy, we got a hard choice here, player of the game, between Jordan Evans and Gavin Weisenberger. By the way, make sure to stay tuned to our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. If things go according to plan, I will be courtside with Jake Holton and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. Get their comments on today's win. And that interview is it hinges on the success of Matt Peck on the floor. Evans and one is good. Matt's got to put the stop sign up for coach and player before they head to the locker room. And we're going to go with Jordan Evans. That'll be our player of the game. Here goes Summer. Wrong hand, left side layup. And Dons will take the timeout. 3 minutes to play on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Back here to Concordia University, home of the Falcons. Iola Scandinavia, Kettle Moraine Lutheran coming up soon. It'll be on this YouTube channel. This broadcast again will end, so if you're here from Iola Scandinavia or Kettle Moraine Lutheran, well, enjoy the rest of this game for sure. Pettis got that blocked by Summer. And then just rest assured, we will have your game live before tip-off. That is as close to a guarantee as I've been able to make. Thanks for watching this one. What are we working out here now? 2:59 to play. I don't think there was a foul called there. Well, no, just out of bounds to the T-Wolves. Weisenberger on the inbound, and Eli fouled on his way up. Yeah, I think we were scheduled for a 10:45 tip. Let me, that's what we had? Yeah. So probably, I mean, again, it's tough to say how the final 2:56 are going to go. But it'll be, in my estimation, a little closer to 11 than 10:45, depending how these final 2:56 go. And free throws 1 and 2 for Eli. He's now 4 of 4 from the stripe here in this one. 16 points for Riot Eli here today. A lot of T-Wolves in double figures. Weiland hits for 3. First points of the half for Ben. He's got 11. He joins in double figures. Nice job there, too. Eli, he would have been happy to draw the foul, but made sure to watch out for the flying Becker coming from behind. Let the flyby go, and easy layup. And then Eli bats it out of bounds. Quick hands. That's the other thing I like about the T-Wolves here. Of their final 5-6 minutes of this one, they're not letting up at all. They lead by 18, but they are just as intense now as they were when they trailed in the first half. As intense now, leading by 18. It's a sign of a well-coached team. Becker steps through. Carter, Summer, no. Offense rebound, though, for Konechny. Final 2 minutes. Konechny will pop it and hit it. It's the 4th 3 of the half for Matt Konechny. Dons trail big. T-Wolves in charge. 2:02 left to play on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, Mac and Cheese.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Again, Iowa Scandinavia, Kettle Moraine Lutheran coming up on this YouTube channel, but not on this broadcast. Again, this broadcast will end, and the new one will start shortly after my post-game interviews. Pettis, jam it down. Donovan Pettis. Old Donnie with the dunk. Becker, quick 3, no answer. Well, we've got some good pace here. We actually might be trending a little closer to 10:45 now. I said it all depends. Yeah, now the clock stops. So, Nasonville Dairy interviews will end, and the new broadcast on this channel will be launched about 4 or 5 minutes after that. That's your timing. As Joe Konechny is going to empty his bench. And all Don starters get a round of seated applause from the fans here in attendance that drove down from Marshfield or thereabouts. Matt Konechny ends with 19. Ben Weiland ends with 11. Carter Summer ends with 21. And Jack Kolbeck will end with 3. Don's scores here today. And a whole new group out there that I'll do my darndest to get figured out here. Take, and how about Nolan Frame scoring points here in the second half? There. And Coach Jake Holden will acknowledge the Dons starters off the floor and will do the same. Give me a chance to add up some points. Ben Jones will end with 2 points. 21 for Gavin Weisenberger. That may be a season high. 21 for Jordan Evans. 18 for Ride Eli. Donovan Pettis, 5 points. 6 points for Travis Lofton. There's your scores for the T-Wolves, but a pair of 21-point scorers, Gavin Weisenberger and Jordan Evans. It's the final minute here in this one. Columbus, again, will suffer its first loss of the year. They'll drop to 5-1. Living Word Lutheran improves to 3-4. And we'll head to 2026 on a winning note. Run out layup is good. Rocco Maher. So Dons and T-Wolves reserves getting some minutes here on the college floor. 10 feet longer. You got to run a little more. Yeah, that'll be a travel. Unfortunate. Biz, what happened? I don't know, man. You just joined. You should have been here earlier. I don't know. What happened to you? I don't know what that means. What happened? I need more information to answer that question. All right. Let's get Matt trucking down that way right away. Trevor. Have Matt go, just send him over there right now. Okay, final 16 seconds. Again, it'll be an abbreviated Nasonville commercial because as soon as we get Jake Holden and Jordan Evans ready, we are head down for post-game thoughts from coach and player. And, it's good if it goes from Griffin, no. And our game ends there. Final score, Living Word 73, Columbus Catholic 60. Nasonville commercial now, interviews coming up.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Ready here with Jason Zaleski here, by the way, here with T-Wolves head coach Jake Holden. Coach, let's start with the winning note, right? You get on the winning side of things. Right. You head to 2026 with a win. That's got to be big.
It's great because we had some tough games coming in here today, and it was a great first half. So the way we answered that second half, that just feels really good going into the new year for sure.
Yeah, you lead me right into it. You had trailed by 3 in the closing moments of the second half. Got a couple of free throws from Gavin, cut it to 1, and then the second half, it just looked like a different team in the second half.
Yeah, we want to play fast and we want to get in the gaps, and they just did a great job of answering that call today, and I couldn't be more happier for them.
And then lastly, offensively, you had 3 guys in double digits, so you got points today.
Yes, we got points today. You know, Jordan can put it in the basket. When Gavin gets to the rack, it's good. And then Ride has been struggling for us, but he knocked down some big shots today. It's really neat for him to see that. Going into the new year, I'm just really confident in what these guys can do.
Congrats, Coach.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll bring in our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Jordan Evans. Jordan, during the broadcast, I called you the hardest working guy on the basketball floor. Why is that? Why do you take such pride in just working hard everywhere on the floor?
You know, that's all I know is just working hard. And, you know, my teammates, they help me do that every day in practice, so it just translates to the game.
Heard me talk to Coach about first half, second half difference. You really got hooked up in the second half. What was the difference for you?
You know, I just settled down, you know, got going, you know, let it come to me more. Yeah, just got the flow of the game.
And then Gavin had a nice game today. He matched you with 21, so, you know, is that kind of a dynamic duo we can expect the rest of the season?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Good. All right. I'm going to hand you the microphone. You're going to look right in the camera. I'll say 3, 2, 1, and you'll say I'm Jordan Evans and I'm in the house, okay? 3, 2, 1.
I'm Jordan Evans and I'm in the house.
Good luck the rest of the way. Happy New Year. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to cut this one off. Give Trevor time to reload. It's Iowa, Scandinavia, and Kettle Moraine Lutheran coming up next on Zaleski Sports.